Okay, God. Hey friends, welcome back to the vlog. It is Sunday, March 15th, and we are socially distancing, which to me is like the worst thing in the world, but we're doing it, so we're not going anywhere. So we're gonna vlog from the house today. We're vlogging from the house. I just got up. Yeah, we both just got up. Gonna make some coffee. There was some coffee left over from yesterday, which is passable for now. I'm gonna make some coffee. I'm gonna use a little bit of this day to talk about kind of what I'm experiencing as an 8, and we're gonna try and find things to do with our kids for the day because we can't go anywhere. All right, to coffee. So, have some coffee. The last several weeks I've been making it in the normal coffee pot and not the Chemex. But then this morning I was like, if I'm gonna vlog it, then it better be in the Chemex. Just so you know, you're getting my A game. After coffee comes breakfast and a whole bunch of supplements that I have to take. I have a pill box that is now empty, so I have to fill it up for the week. So I'm gonna do that. And yeah, then I want to talk a little bit about what's going on and how crazy things are right now. All right, well, after breakfast and coffee, it's time to practice. I posted about my practice yesterday. It's just been such an interesting time because things feel so just insane. And I feel like I'm doing better with it than I should be. Like being able to hold the reality of the situation, kind of what's going on, both globally in my city, politically, emotionally, with all of the people. There's so much happening, and I feel first that I am more sensitive to it, which feels like a really big point of growth for me. And I feel like I'm actually a lot more sensitive to it than I have been to things like this in the past. And I appreciate that. Like, I'm very grateful for that. And at the same time, I actually feel like I'm managing those feelings well. Because it's not easy to feel all of these things. Like, there is so much that we can be worried about or afraid of. So it's just been interesting to be able to not just be more sensitive to these things and be more aware of them and be more considerate for other people around them, but to also like be managing my feelings around all this better. And honestly, I think it has so much to do with my practice. The fact that I'm taking time out each day to move my body consciously, to check in with my body, to move my breath, to change how I'm breathing, to change how I'm bringing prana and energy into my body, how I'm experiencing that, how I can directly affect my emotional state through my breath, And then meditation. How can I practice focusing my mind on the things that I know are going to be most nourishing and most helpful to navigate these situations? Yeah. I'm going to do my practice now. Now that I've talked all about it and, how grateful I am for it and how much it's been helping me, I'm going to do it. And then we're going to see what else this day has. I honestly always feel so much better after my practice. Yeah, it feels nice. We're in kind of an interesting space, this kind of social distancing stuff, the real kind of push to isolate, the real kind of push to, stay home, not go out, not be around people, not be in groups. I mean, I'll just speak for myself as an 8. It's very difficult for me. Also, a 1-to-1 8. Self-pres is definitely my blind spot. And so I don't particularly enjoy just like hanging out at the house all day. It tends to make me a little insane. I get really anxious, really restless. And so even just like 2 days into this, I'm kind of stressing out. We're trying to, keep things as normal as we can. Sundays we usually go to church. We can't do that today, and that's okay. We're just gonna have to find other things to do in that time. And I really have to find ways that are safe and healthy to be like out of the house. And another major complication is that it's supposed to rain all day today, so you might get to see me like going really nuts. But again, I'm going nuts because it's the right thing to do. So, doing this for a few days, we can make work. And we'll see how this all plays out. Yeah, I definitely think surrendering control has been a difficult process through this. Like, there's not a way that I can handle it. That's okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna go in. The girls are up and around, and we'll see what we're gonna do for the day. All right, so we've figured out our plan for the day. We're gonna go for a little hike. So family hike, going out to the green belt, because I imagine there won't be a ton of people because it's a little cool and kind of overcast. So we're gonna do that. Cool. So family hike on this socially distanced Sunday. Let's go have some fun. All right, so we're here. We like to hike down to the Greenbelt from our office. Danielle and I share an office here in South Austin, and it butts right up to the Greenbelt, which is great. So we're gonna adventure down this way. Maybe find something cool. We get to go down the pedestrian bridge. The girls are having some fun running. Woo! So many woos in my vlogs. Woo! Yeah. I hope it doesn't really start. Well, we're starting to get some sprinkles. We'll see how long this hike here lasts. Oh, now it's getting more.
Yeah, it's pretty wet. What should we do?
Well, I mean, we can keep adventuring a little bit farther. We'll see. We'll see if we actually make it to the trail.
My glasses are already getting...
Yeah. Well, it looks like we're losing some kids back there. We're still going.
You need to go potty?
Uh-oh, potty. I have no idea how this is gonna sound because I put my hat on top of the camera to keep it dry. We have to go back, potty break, which is okay, but now it's not raining as much, so we're gonna get through it. It's gonna be good. I gotta find a way to take a picture of the camera though, because it looks really cool in my hat. It's a cool hat. Yeah. Going to the office to pee.
Why are you singing that song?
Because it's funny. I don't think the kids are as enthused by my vlogging as I am. But that's okay, because part of being a parent is embarrassing your children. So potty break turned into kind of potty stop. Looks like one of the kids isn't feeling well, so we're not gonna go on a hike. We're gonna go to Michael's, and I'm gonna get some stuff, and we're gonna do some crafts. So.
And you're the only one going in.
I'm the only one going in.
And you're gonna sanitize your hands.
And I'm gonna sanitize my hands, and we're gonna get through this. We're ducking and rolling. This is what this time is all about. We have no control over anything that's happening ever, and we're learning to be okay with it. Right? Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah. We're okay with it. It's good. It looks like one of our girls has fallen asleep on the way home. So we're taking a drive to help her fall asleep longer. Kidnaps are good. Look at that metal cow. There's a metal cow. That's pretty cool. It's an exciting drive thus far. All right, we made it home. Gonna play some board games, gonna make some lanyards, do indoor crafty things, and yeah. It's been a good morning thus far. Continuing to bob and weave. Bob and weave.
Ooh, are y'all
right.
gonna teach me how to play Uno?
No,
The girls are gonna play some. You don't know how to play Uno?
no. You want to play?
You wanna play
She doesn't know how to play Uno.
Alright. I didn't play it as a kid.
It's okay. It's okay. The girls are gonna play some games, and I'm gonna figure out how to make paracord lanyards for the water bottles that I just got the girls. They can't really carry them by this little hook, so I'm gonna make some thing for them. Anyway, so I have to look up how to do this because I don't actually know. Well, I did it. I finished. I made 2 paracord handles for the girls' water bottles. It's exciting. They're watching YouTube videos because neither of them are feeling all that great. So this has been quite the adventure of a day. Like I'd mentioned earlier, it's hard for me to just hang around the house. I really like to have things to do, and I like to go and do things. I was really looking forward to the hike, and the hike didn't happen. Just kind of, it's hard for me. It's frustrating because I also feel like I need to get more exercise in. I need to do more with my body. It's very easy for me to start to feel like there's so much energy pent up. So having projects like this is really helpful for me. Even just kind of like the mindless knotting of cord starts to feel very therapeutic. Try as we might to make our days as quote unquote normal as possible while we're doing this social distancing stuff. You know, we also have to be aware of how things are going to be very different for us. And I think being aware of our types in this is really helpful because we know kind of our patterned response to things. We know our patterned response to things when it gets really difficult, when it gets really challenging. So, you know, I know that I like to feel like I have an impact. I feel like I can do something, create something. I feel like there's some sort of, you know, I'm moving the needle. That's what I like to feel. And it's hard in these times because there's not really a needle to move. You know, there's a lot of stuff going around right now about like how to be productive when you're working at home and how to, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I think with good reason, there's a lot of kind of counter to that about like, you don't have to be productive. You can use this time to get quiet, to tune in. And I think it's important to find a balance between those two. And little projects like this, for me, are great for that. I get to feel like I've moved the needle in some way. Which, really, this is pretty extravagant. But it's a nice way to both get to feel productive, but also feel a little more relaxed. But yeah, so finding a balance between the two. And this is a lot of what I'm going to talk about in the webinar. So, you know, this video will come out after the webinar's already happened, but this is kind of a lot of the content of it is like, how can we, one, notice when our types are kind of pushing us a little more, and how can we work with that? I'm going to eat some lunch, get a shower, get prepped for the webinar tonight. Yeah. A huge part of staying sane for me, just in general, not just when I have to be socially distanced, is working out. So I'm going to do that now. Danielle's going to join me. It's going to be fun. Oh, we just finished our workout and took our shower, and turns out we have no water pressure. So today just keeps on going. Keeps on giving. We are going to go on a family bike ride because the hike didn't work. So we got to do something physical with these kids so they don't lose their minds and eat us alive. Go all Lord of the Flies on us. Yeah. Oh. All right. I'm not going to be able to vlog much on the bike ride because I don't have the equipment to do that. So y'all are just going to have to trust me that we went on a bike ride.
I'm going to go get my bag.
Let's pretend like we don't care.
Well, will we clean us?
Yeah, they love it like that. We don't even care if you come visit. He's like, I'm gonna go over to Abby who doesn't care about me. I knew it.
Well, we got our bike ride in. It was really pleasant. It's funny, with all the people, like, not being able to, like, go out and do things, there's actually a surprising amount of people, like, out in the neighborhood. We passed 5 or 6 different couples, like, out on walks. We passed one woman who was, like, working in her yard and was making jokes as we rode by, and it was, like, even though it feels like we should feel more separated and more afraid and alone, I don't know, in some ways, I actually feel a little more connected. You know, I went to the grocery store on Friday, and my experience was that everyone who was out was very kind. And there was some sense, while there was a lot of, like, very palpable anxiety, there was also a sense that, like, we're in this together. I mean, if there's anything that we learn from all this, I hope that it's that. We're in it together. So I'm interested to hear about how you all are passing the time. Leave me a comment below and let me know what's working for you, what's not. What would you like to hear more about to support you? You know, I want to do what I can to support my followers, my listeners, my watchers, my subscribers, whatever. Anyway, whatever. So now I'm going to get prepped for the webinar tonight. I'm really excited about it. And spending this day kind of trapped in the house or trapped, isolating, has really given me a lot of insight. I'm excited to like put this stuff out there. So if you donated any amount through Venmo, the recording's on its way by the time this is up, I'm sure. And if you missed it, then you can still Venmo me and I'll still send you the recording. So you can Venmo me. My Venmo link's down below. Abby Robbins Yoga, but it's down below. You can click that. Venmo with the memo Enneagram in Crisis, and I will send you the recording. So even if you didn't sign up beforehand, I can still send it to you later. So cool. I need to get started on prepping for that, and I'll fill you all in a little while when it's done. Cool. Just finished the webinar. Went, I think, really well. I'm very tired, and so we're gonna eat some dinner. Danielle was on the webinar with me. It was actually really, really sweet and really fun. So we're gonna eat some dinner and probably watch some silly TV and then go to bed. So thank you all for hanging out with me for this day. What a crazy day. What a crazy time that we're in. We're gonna get through this. There's a lot here for us to learn. I think if the webinar really hit anything home for me, it's that, we've got some stuff to look at, and we all have things that we can learn, and we all have places that we're being asked to grow, and that is rarely fun or comfortable, but it's so important. So yeah, take care of yourselves, stay well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.